Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Kharkiv in eastern Ukraine. Real autumn has finally arrived in the city. Just look how pretty it is outside. And today I'm taking you on a walk through this historic place, Shevchenko Park, to see what life is like for the people here in Kharkiv this autumn. So let's go. Woo! And first thing first, guys, I want to show you our epic disco under open sky. Every weekend you can come here and dance, meet new friends, maybe your significant one. It's mostly led by the pensioners, but you can find people from all age groups. So it's pretty fun. I think our seniors are absolute legends. They are not on social media. They came here to connect in real life. Babushkas are wearing makeup, grandpas with fancy hats and suits. It's a very fun vibe. I was a little bit too shy to dance with them, and now we're heading to the park. This is the very heart of Kharkiv and its intellectual core, because everything you see around here, even the disco square, connects to one thing: Kharkiv National University. You can see it in the background. It is the oldest and most famous educational institution here in Kharkiv, dating back to the times of the Russian Empire, long before the Soviet Union or modern Ukraine. And today we're hanging out in the university garden, which is now just a public park. This park is just perfection to me. So pretty and it is so elegant, you know. But guys, first I actually wanted to cover the not so pretty part about Kharkiv, the latest news, the war news. I know many of you who watch this channel keep up with the situation in Ukraine, and you may have seen the recent news about blackouts across Ukraine after attacks on the power grid. Kharkiv was affected too, but apparently not as badly as the capital, for example, because I never lost power. We did have attacks 5 days apart, and during both, lights in my apartment were blinking, but I never lost power. I could see that some part of the city were dark, so apparently some neighborhoods were luckier than others. For now, I am the lucky one. According to the city mayor, Kharkiv is coping, but they also say this winter might be really tough. So we will see how things will progress. For now, it's not too bad. We've got a lovely observation deck here, but I'll show you the view, guys. The view isn't very impressive. So as you can see, they put some flowers here. It looks very, very nice. And here is the view of a residential building. And I would like to shift the focus to me a little bit and to people here. I actually returned to Kharkiv for good And the city feels pretty lively. You could see we even have a disco under open sky. Officially, 200,000 people moved here. You might think, who on earth would move here these days? But some people escaped areas with active fighting, so these are mostly displaced people, and they actually brought the population of Kharkiv back to nearly its normal level. So now 1.3 million live here, which is a huge difference compared to 2 years ago. 2 years ago, maybe only 700,000 were here. So guys, life here isn't as bad as many might imagine, thinking about Kharkiv as a frontline city, but things are pretty uncertain. Right next to the observation deck, we have a dolphinarium and a 5-star hotel. They belong to the same complex called Nemo. It's more of a high-end hotel rather than just a standard one. I've heard good reviews about it, but I've never stayed there because, you know, I have an apartment here in Kharkiv. If something is high-end in Kharkiv, it's mostly Ukrainian-owned. I don't think we have any international hotel or restaurant chains, you know, like Hilton or Marriott. We actually don't have Starbucks here. So it's a very local and down-to-earth city. Even if you have a lot of money, that would be pretty challenging to spend a lot here in Kharkiv. Now we are heading toward the main alley, and there are a lot of oak trees here because this area used to be a natural oak forest. Many of them have these small fences and plaques showing their age. For example, this one dates back to 1775. Can you imagine, guys? This giant oak is like 250 years old. This tree has seen a lot over the years, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Parks here are really spotless. No drug addicts, no homeless people, no tents, no one trying to sell you something or grab your phone or bag. And safety and cleanliness are something we really take for granted here. After I visited some Western countries, I realized how safe and calm the parks are here. We still have those drones flying over our heads, so you can't say it's safe here. But when it comes to everyday crimes, it's almost a paradise. You always have to be careful, but it's a rarity, guys. And you can still see so many women with kids just pushing the strollers. Apparently, you know, the echoes of old traditional habits pushing people having babies even during wartime. I don't know how reasonable it is. That's a bit crazy to me, but it is what it is. This is, guys, the monument of Taras Shevchenko, Ukrainian poet. That's why this park is called Shevchenko, after Ukrainian famous writer and poet. And the monument is covered because they try to protect it from a possible attack. It's getting a little bit dark, and now we will walk down the street and we can actually check out if downtown area is in blackout or they have electricity here. Our main street is super noisy because of this cobblestones, but look how nicely it is decorated. Lovely flower beds, and we have these installations like huge lamps. Looks very lovely. This area is the fanciest. Not all neighborhoods in the city look as lovely as this area, guys. Crazy times we're living in. I'm just showing you a park with street lights on like it's some kind of achievement. So yes, there is no blackout in Kharkiv today. We're not living in the Stone Age just yet. It's around 6 p.m. The lights are on and people are out enjoying the evening. We really love taking evening walks here. I popped by a local coffee shop for a cup of tea since autumn in Kharkiv is pretty chilly and it's getting colder every day. I needed to warm up before catching the metro back home. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I'll see you very soon from Kharkiv. Bye!